If you are struggling with product research and how to find profitable products to put on Amazon so you can start your own Amazon FBA business and start making passive income, then stay tuned, because in this video we are going over my proven step-by-step product research process that helps you find profitable products with low competition using Helium 10. And make sure you stick around until the end, because that's where I'm going to give you my best advice how you can modify your product ideas into a unique actual product that beats the competition. My name is Chris and I sell on Amazon for over 4 years now, and I made it my full-time job 2 years ago. And that was only possible because I invested months to study product research and how to find profitable products that actually work, because usually they don't have a ton of competition, and also follow a bunch of other important criteria that we are going to talk about. Our goal with this video is to help you find a product that is going to make you at least $100,000 profit per year. Before we jump into Helium 10, we need to understand which criteria make a product a potentially successful one, and exclude those who do not match these criteria. Of course, low or bad competition is one of the criteria we are searching for. And now in the video, I want to discuss with you two important criteria. And in order to keep the video at a reasonable length, I have created a list that includes all important parameters for a successful product. And I will link it in the video description and you will be able to download it for free. The first point I would like to talk about is we want to sell premium products. In order to do so, the niche has to have a certain price depth. For example, a garlic press will always range between 10 and 20 bucks, and there is no real room for innovation. And the low price and the low volume invites too much competition, so the risk of having a failing product here is high. Hence, our product prices should have a certain price range, let's say for example from $30 to $100. And this is often the case for emotional or lifestyle products, and we want to go for these products. Those, in my experience, were very successful. Products around gardening, barbecue, coffee. This is where people's heart and emotion is, and they are willing to spend more money. So in these niches, we want to aim for the premium products, because also there will be higher margins. Our products will generate better reviews, more credibility, and there will be less competitors and more possibilities for innovation. The second criteria is your product ideally solves a problem. This is so important, and this is something not a lot of people talk about. And if you can accomplish this, if you can solve a problem, that's where you are gonna get paid. Dollars follow value. The more value you can bring to the table, the more problems you can solve, the more money you'll make. So if you can figure out, how can I make this product better? And how can I solve this problem that this customer is having? So what you can do is actually read customer reviews on Amazon and see, okay, they're struggling with this, or it's not big enough and they don't have this color, they don't have this size, or whatever the case is. And if you can solve that and then clearly advertise that, that's where you can really crush the game of Amazon. And saying that, this is not always necessary. Sometimes it's enough to have a better listing, nicer design, different material, and you can also have a winning product with this, for sure, because I've seen that many times. Last thing before we are getting into our hands-on step-by-step product research guide is a little mindset tip. Product research is an ongoing process and usually it takes you a couple of days. You might be lucky and find one quickly, but usually you have to invest several hours or a couple of days, and you want to take continuously notes, create maybe an overview of all different products that you have found. So with all that being said, let's jump into Helium 10 and my best way to find profitable products using Helium 10 keyword research tool, Blackbox. If you don't have Helium 10, I have a link in the video description and you can sign in for a free version via the link, or if you purchase a plan, you can use my discount code to save yourself some money. Okay, let's go then. Now we are in Helium 10. And this is the overview, and below product research you find the black box. And the black box allows us to look at all products on Amazon and get data from it. And we can search for products via the product tab, which is here, or we can search for keywords. And especially with keywords, I have found a lot of success. So we are going to use that. Okay, my friends, so make sure you have picked your home marketplace. In this demonstration, I will keep the German marketplace because I think it might be interesting for the one or the other viewer who is not from Germany. Maybe you will find a product that is interesting also in your home marketplace. And keep in mind, the German marketplace is around 10 times smaller than the US marketplace. So we will see that in the results later, but still, obviously, Amazon FBA is a great business model here as well. So for search volume, this is where we are going to start. We want to have at least 8,000 searches for our main keyword per month. So 8,000, and this should be a high enough demand for a worthy product. Then monthly revenue, we want to have at least 10,000 US dollars per month in order to make it a worthwhile investment. If you have 10,000 or more than $10,000, then you can leave this open so you get more search results. If you have less than 10,000, maybe you want to limit it here, maybe to 30,000, but I'll keep it blank for this search. And regarding the price, here we said that we want a certain price range. So we'll range it here from 25 to 100 US dollars. Yeah, everything below 25 is, in my opinion, not worthy, because you have to keep in mind that PPC costs, transportation, importing, doing certificates will actually cost you the same. So higher priced products usually bring higher margins also and less competition. Okay, and for review count, we want to go for 500 because 500, it's already a lot, but it indicates that newer sellers can still come into the market and make good profits. Review rating and word count, we are going to leave it blank for now. And if you have a niche in mind already, you can select your niche here. I'll just select all for now. What is important as well is down here at competitors revenue. We want to go for more than 10,000 per month. And here we type in 3, which means that 3 sellers should make at least more than 10,000 per month. That makes sure that our market is not only dominated by one brand that makes all the money, but that several sellers are able to make enough money. If you want, you can also go to 5, but I'll keep it at that for now and hit search. By the way, I'd also be very interested in knowing how much money have you had or do you have now for starting your Amazon FBA journey. Please share it down in the comments below, and also let me know if you want a video in which I explain what products you should go for according to your starting capital. Okay, now that was fast. We already have the search results here, and often I go for names that I'm not familiar with, so I'll check it out. Now I'd suggest to go through the results and pick 2 examples that I find interesting, and I'll show you how I'm doing my product research from here on. Just to confirm, search volume is above 8,000. The price is in between what we have said, enough monthly revenue, and also the reviews below 500. So that's all good here, and we can start. So this is a table fire. I've seen that product before, and I think it might actually be interesting. So let's go on view on Amazon. I'll just open 1 or 2 now and go through them. Spiegelschrank, this is like, what is that? For the bathroom, a cabinet from wood. It's probably really high in volume, and also wood is like a specific topic that you probably don't really want to import. You can. Well, certificates is always an interesting topic. So now I said it's not good to import a high volume product, but it actually can be. So one mindset thing is also that when there are difficulties, it's good because then not everybody sells it. So if you can overcome these problems and find a supplier and a way of importing it, then maybe it's something you should actually go for. The same with electronic products. I was told not to go for electronic products, but after I sold a few products already, I decided that I want to try out an electronic product. It was a heater for the terrace, and I found one that radiates heat to all sides, so people can sit around it. So I found that was unique enough to sell it, and actually worked out well. Once you find out how to overcome like the obstacles regarding importing and selling electronic products, I think it has great potential. So yeah, this is something you can look into, obviously, but I'm not going to do it for this demonstration. Trachtenschuhe, these are specific shoes. Now Oktoberfest is coming up, so people are going to buy these. Probably it's a very seasonal thing, so I'm not going to look into that. Garden table. These are brands, so we don't care about that. Mini camera, what's that? This is an electronic product also, but maybe we have a look at it later. Might be interesting also. What else do we have? Basketball basket, do you say that? Or loop outdoor. That might also be interesting. Okay, so for the sake of the demonstration now, I have picked 3 products that I'd like to look into. What I do next is, let's start with our table fire. I have the Helium 10 plugin, which you can download for free. I also put it in the video description down below. And you do a search here. I'll make that big for now. And you can see total revenue right now is 400,000. I think the season has not even started yet. Let's check. Yeah, it's something that starts like in the end of August and peaks in the end of September. But actually the sales period is until probably Christmas, so it's a couple of months and it's not very seasonal, so I think it's a product worth looking into. Which I find is interesting right now is that here it has 2 pikes because the summer this year wasn't that good actually. So people also in summer bought table fires apparently. So this was a good season for the sellers, I would say. Now, here, so what I do first always is check revenue. I press on revenue 2 times and then it sorts it. You have like an order from the highest seller to the lowest seller. And we actually see that the highest seller here has only 272 reviews, so he's probably not selling for too long. Which you can also figure out when you press here and go on all time. Oh, he's actually selling already since 2 years. I mean, it's not too long. He's making 90,000. And yeah, interestingly enough, like if you imagine the American market, like this can be actually a really good product. And let's see if there's like a really fresh seller. Okay, well, 20,000 per month and 83 reviews. That is also quite good. And look at this, he actually started selling this year, 5 months ago. And he makes like he's the 4th best seller. So this is quite amazing. And also looking at how many people make a lot of sales and revenue with this is actually interesting. So that's enough for now. Maybe let's have a look at the different kinds of products. So here you can see already what I meant with product variation. They all have a similar purpose. You don't have to come up with new functionalities all the time. But what you can see here is that one offers it with gloves, and made in Germany is apparently a thing. You have different kinds of equipment. You have different kinds of shapes and sizes. So yeah, this also shows that different desires and design from clients might be interesting. So yeah, looking on answerthepublic.com is always a nice idea to figure out what questions are being asked around the topic, and this is also a good idea how to find ways to adapt and alter a product to sell. So what we can actually do, if that's interesting to you, you can find suppliers on Alibaba. You just click from here, and he shows you search results on Alibaba. So people buy it for like, you know, this one is 4 to 7, 7 to 10, around max 10, 12. This is getting bigger, 16 euro. View more on Alibaba, let's see. Yeah, we have a high variety of products here. That's pretty interesting. I find it also a good idea to contact the supplier, the manufacturer, and ask for their catalog and see there if they have new products on the market. So they have all kinds and shapes, and if you find something that is not being sold and looks interesting, this is a product that you could go for actually. Let's see, like if the price is around $8 and here they are selling it. Imagine like look at this. It's being sold for 140 euro. And they have a good marketing. I think it looks nice. Yeah, actually they have no real description here. Maybe it's not even the best marketing, and they sell the best in the market for 140 euro. So it has also a really high price depth, the market. Also here they're selling for 99, 32. So around like 60 to 80 euro, I think would be nice to make a product there. I mean, it looks like a great product. Let's see. Maybe one of you wants to sell one. Interesting. Awesome. Okay. And now I want to bring, like, it's very interesting, but it's just the beginning of my research. So I want to put my data into a sheet. So by the end of the week, I'll have an overview. So let's put the information in there. And do new products make money? Of course, we've seen that. So yes, that is important and good. Yeah, and what I wanted to add regarding the prices on Alibaba, usually your sales price is around 4 to 6 times higher than your purchase price. So this is like a rough guess if you can actually buy a product and sell it for a good price and still have enough of a margin. If you got any value out of this video and want to see more videos about how you can create your Amazon FBA business successfully, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the crazy upcoming useful inside-packed video. Okay, great. So let's have a look at our second product that we have picked. I'm surprised that this showed because I think it's not the season anymore. It's the end of the summer. But apparently people still buy it. So it's around 350,000 per month. And okay, yeah, it's the ones that you set up that make the most money here. On 300,000. Let's see, the season is actually a long season. It starts in January, February until August. It's a seasonal product, but looks good. And I can imagine when I see this picture that they don't have the best listing. Let's have a look. Review count 140, 10. Yeah, I thought so. I think I looked at this product 2 years ago and I didn't do the product because I thought it's too big of a volume to import it, and shipping costs at COVID was actually too expensive. But now in days of Amazon global logistics, this has become a whole different game, and I think like bigger products are actually worth it now. And there's another trick that I use is I ask my supplier to store products in their warehouse, and I only send 500 products at a time. So I save the money for the freight forwarder, and I have the maximum profit from the cheaper importing costs using Amazon Global Logistics. I hope you know what that is. If not, then let me know down in the comments and I can make a video about it and also how it works. So yeah, you have a deal with your producer that he makes like 2,000 pieces, but you send only 500 at a time, and do that like every 1 or 2 months, you're sending again another 500 pieces. So you actually save money on importing it, you save money on storing the goods at your freight forwarder, and you save the money bringing the goods from your freight forwarder to the warehouse of Amazon. So I think it's a great idea to do that and makes big products worth it again. So now looking at these sellers here. So we said review count of this guy. It's unbelievable. He has 10 reviews and he made 23,000 in the last month. He might have a good listing. Yeah, it's good. He has a video. Well done. I think this is a market where you actually can still come in. There are decent sales. The price is very different, 70 to 300. A pro basketball hoop, with a okayish listing. And another tip in between: don't save money on the listing or on your product pictures. Make sure you get the best possible product pictures. You have to keep in mind, people can't touch your product like in a store, and you have to hence make them experience your product via the pictures that you are using. And I actually have sold products that were not the most innovative products on the market, but I had the best listing and I spent a lot of money into the listing, but it was worth every single euro that I have spent. Let's see if we find it on Alibaba. Let's actually do it like this. Let's search here for basketball system. Okay, so that looks like a very professional one. Similar to the ones being sold already. Maybe there's one with a special mechanism, or one that you can make really small, packing it. And yeah, here for the prices you have to, I believe you have to ask the supplier. If I look at the prices now, yeah, you could like sell this one at a reasonable price. But if you see these prices, that's way too high, obviously. Yeah, it's something worth noting, like don't get distracted from these prices too much, because sometimes they are very cheap and actually will be higher in the end, or they'll be too high, but when you talk to the producer and then make changes to the product that will allow you to still have a good quality but get the prices down nevertheless, then you might actually have a competitive product for Amazon. So never hesitate to contact the suppliers, even though the prices might seem to be too high here, and go and ask them and negotiate with them. Actually, on my buymeacoffee.com website, I have included a guide how to negotiate with Chinese suppliers. If you want to check that out, feel free to do so. So it's something I'd put on my list also. I'll just do that quickly. And yeah, you want to do that because you don't want to waste your well-earned money like on a bad product, and you want to set you up for success. So do it thoroughly. And let's go and put it in here. New sellers are actually making money, so we have yes. Now throughout the week you are going to fill your own list with your own products, and by the end of the week you will be able to pick the very best products based on the number and quality of competitors, and how you're able to come into the market with your own product with a better version of the product and your own brand and crash the competition. In the beginning I promised you a bonus tip for developing your unique product. Now you might have found a few products that you want to sell, but you don't know yet how to alter them in a useful way. And a way to get inspiration that has always helped me develop good ideas, no matter if it was for design, functionality or whatever, it is to actually check out other Amazon marketplaces. If you are from the US, go to Amazon Germany. If you're from Amazon Germany, go to the US market, to the Japanese market, and analyze the niches there. And I promise you, it's worth a shot and you'll get a ton of inspiration there. If you just want a little more inspiration and check out other addresses, I would recommend to see Answer the Public and figure out what do people want to know around the topic, and that will help you eventually to make the product better. As well as trendhunter.com is a website where you can always check new products and generate ideas for changing existing products. So maybe that's a place where you get inspiration. Or what I actually always do is also request the new catalogs from my Alibaba vendors, so I stay up to date and get new product ideas from there as well. This video, my friends, is actually just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many ways to use Helium-10 to find profitable products. And in my next video, I'll summarize these different commands and methodologies to find profitable products in Helium-10. So make sure you're not missing the next video, and also subscribe to my channel in order to build your own successful Amazon FBA business. See you next time.